I want to show you guys one of my favorite decks. I just started the match here. I'm going to show you. I played Sunspot right here, and Sunspot is one of the primary reasons this deck is good, but we're going to be talking about it because you know this. There's Infinite right here, and let's talk about what Infinite does. So I'm also running Carnage, and I'm running Bucky Barnes. I think this is a nuts combo because what you can actually do is you play Bucky Barnes on turn 2. On turn 3, you can play Carnage like this. In the turn, get an extra point onto your Sunspot. Now, why are we running Sunspot? Because Infinite, in order to play Infinite for 20 points, you need to not play anything on turn 5. So if you get Infinite in your hand, you use Sunspot to skip turn 5 by just ending the turn, still getting your 5 energy you didn't spend, going to Sunspot and giving him plus additional as well. So on turn 4, we use things like Jessica Jones. We have a couple 4-drops here that are potential. You can run Bucky Barnes plus Carnage if you just got both of them. You can also run this character plus Scorpion, and those two as a 4-drop work really well together. You're plussing all of yours, minusing all of theirs. But really, Jessica Jones is pretty much your best 4-drop here. We only have one 4-drop because we use a couple 2s that can really work together. Instead of just having 2 2-drops, I went with 4 2-drops because I believe the early momentum is better. So we're going to go ahead and play Jessica Jones here. Now, the reason we're focusing so highly on the middle is the plan here is we're hoping we draw Infinite. And if we can draw Infinite, then we're going to skip turn 5. But it looks like we're not going to draw Infinite. Now, we could skip here entirely and pray that we do draw Infinite, or we can use, this is why we have Gamora or Claw in here. You see, I need +6 on the right-hand side. This is why I'm running him, because on the occasion, when you're going to put Infinite somewhere, they can jam up one of your areas. And so this is a good example for me to use him as a 5-drop here. We're going to use that to do +6 on the right-hand side. But walking through the deck left to right here, Agents just to give us an extra card, Sunspots for the combo with Infinite, Bucky Barnes and Carnage is one of the best combos in the game, Scorpion and OK, I'm just going to call her OK because I don't know how to pronounce her name. Those 2 cards are some of the best value 2-drops in the game in terms of plussing and minusing power. You have Rhino, which is here to counter any of the locations that you get that might end up GGing the game for you. Like if you get like TVA, where really what we're trying to do is play Infinite on turn 6. So if we get TVA where like ends on turn 4, you want to ruin that with Rhino, okay? Deathlock is there in case you don't pull Carnage, but you do get Bucky. It also gives you an extra opportunity to have a pretty good 5-drop where you can go Bucky plus Deathlock on an area to get a big spike of 11 power. So here we have a 6-drop potential. So what we're going to end up doing is if we play Gamora here, right? What this does is it's 7 and it goes +3 so that we know they have to play something here for us to win this. They have to play something either side of these to win this. So if I put this here, it forces him to have to win 2 of these out of nowhere. And I'm just going to put that there to make it harder for him to win that there. So let's see, now we snipe and get +12 there. So he's going to have a bigger than an 8-drop on the left and bigger than 4 on the right. What does he get out of the morph? He gets a 2-drop, which isn't going to do it. That one there drops a Scorpion, which again is not going to do it. And then we win all 3 locations. I really think there's something to be said for this deck. So let's see it again all the way through. Okay, so here we go. We are starting with the best 2-drop, in my opinion, to start with early right here. That or Bucky Barnes if you have Carnage in your hand. So the other cool thing about having Carnage in this deck is it allows the ability to remove the Ninja off the map too. So what we're going to do is we're going to play Agent just to try to get a card in our hand here. Hopefully we get Carnage, so that way we can remove the Ninja and get some kind of tempo on that side of things, but I'm not too worried about it for now. If not, we have another good 2-drop. Now, I don't want to put it here because I don't want to give this 2-drop to him. I think it's too important of a 2-drop. We're running Rhino, so that way we can play where there isn't things revealed, and if we need to, we can ruin that location if the location that we can't see ahead of time is going to be a problem. Rhino is also there to ruin TVA, so if you end up having a TVA game, you need to ruin TVA, because what we're trying to do is skip turn 5 using the Sunspot combo, where we play Sunspot, turn 5, we skip, he gets +5, so we get power efficiency out of that, and then we play Infinite on turn 6 is the combo we're trying to go with. But for right now, what we're going to do is we're going to ruin this location so he doesn't get a Rhino out of us. None of the other locations really need to be ruined. He's going to play an Ironheart, so he's going really heavy on the left side of things. So we want to focus on the middle and the right side. Now, Jessica Jones is probably the highest value card that we're going to have in this whole game. I'm just going to play this middle because we need more value in the middle. And also, because we're running Claw, if I need to run as a 5-drop, I can put this in the middle, which gives us +6 on the right-hand side. I don't want to play that on the right hand. Now, here's a good example of how to close it out with the Infinite. So we're going to skip turn 5 entirely. Now, if we had Sunspot, we would be getting +5 value on this, but we're just going to have to skip the turn. Now, Jessica Jones is another good card for this because it's a 4-drop, and then if we're not playing anything on turn 5, then kind of skipping anyway gives us bonus power from Jessica Jones. So now we have the 6-drop here that we can play and just absolutely decimate this area. So what I'm actually going to do is play it here, because if I play it on the left-hand side, this makes us win this area. Unless this person plays, the only way this person's going to win this one is if they play a blue Marvo somewhere else. Now they also have to win the middle and the right-hand side. So it's going to make it difficult. That Infinite gives you the opportunity to claim one of these locations. It looks like he's going to try to claim the mid here. None of the things in the middle are going to bonus out the left-hand side. So we're going to win the left-hand side with the Infinite cheese, and then we can go ahead and play another match. Okay, here we have another match. So what we're going to go ahead and do here is we don't have any 1-drops, which is unfortunate. We really want to start with Sunspot or the Agent if we can, but obviously we don't get to choose. I'm going to go ahead and snap just in the beginning for the fun of it. I'm not really too pressed for the cubes, but it will be fun to do regardless. So now we're waiting on him to play. So what we have in our hand here is we have Morph, which is from the hub, and then we're going to have Bucky Barnes, so we're hoping we pull a Carnage probably, or maybe a Deathlock, so we can go turn 2 Bucky into Deathlock turn 3. So now we have Infinite. So we know, because of Titan here, that if we don't play anything on turn 4, we can play the Infinite on turn 5. So turn 3 needs to be a big one for us. So we're going to go ahead and play this, and we're more than likely going to play Morph on turn 3 because we don't have too many other options here. We could ruin the middle if we wanted to try to close it out on turn 5, but I think it's better for us to try to get the Infinite on turn 5. So I think what we're going to do here is we're going to play Morph in the middle. We're just going to try to double down. Probably not a good play too much to play Morph in the middle now that I think about it, because we might need to Carnage this area, but we're going to go ahead and put that for now. It's not a huge deal. So now this is turn 4 that we need to skip. Unfortunately, we don't have Sunspot up, so we don't get the bonus, but we're going to skip this, and then we're going to play Infinite on turn 5. So they are going kind of hard on the middle location here, although none of these are too expensive of cards. So he's got 17 points on the middle. Now, we could play Infinite on the middle. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Infinite on the right. No, we should play it on the middle, because then I can play Claw in the middle if I need to. I figure he would move, which gives him 1 more here. And then if I play Claw here, it will be very difficult for him to get more points than what he needs. Like if I play this here, for instance, it's going to be very hard for him to get the points he needs. The problem is then we're losing this one entirely. So we're not going to be able to win it right, and the +6 points with Claw doesn't make any sense to play there. So what we're going to have to do is we're probably going to have to play Gamora here to try to win this one. And then we can either play the Agent here, which gives us +2, which means we tie in case they do a Hulk, or we could play here in case they play nothing on the... Well, actually, no, on the left-hand side would be better to not play anything. I think what we got to do is we got to play the Agent in the middle here, actually, because there now, now they go Ultron fills up the other locations, but Gamora should beat Ultron, and the Agent will give us enough power. Yeah, we have plenty of power. So there we go. So there's another win. So 3 wins in a row. Not too bad of a deck. You know, I'm not too high ranking or anything like that, but so far this deck has just been pretty much W's for me. I like this deck a lot. Give it a shot. Tell me what you think about it. Subscribe if you want, like if you want. If not, don't worry about it. It's just a channel for fun. Love y'all. See you on the next video.